waiting feel is fine.
So the first chord is G major 7th. And that can also be played like this if you are comfortable using the thumb for the bass note. It can be played like this. And then the second chord is this C major 7th in this position. And then that's a transition. You need to get used to this transition. Now, these chords, the rhythm's going to be like this, and you need to get used to not letting the strings ring out, so kind of like this. So when you play the chord, you want to lift your fingers up and rest them on the strings. Same thing here. You don't want to get this. It's kind of like this. That kind of feel. G bass with the chord, and then another G bass. That's the first part. And then you're gonna get this A bass. So like that. Again. So you're going to notice that on every chord you're going to have a bass, a G bass. Transitioning from the G chord, when you get to here, you're going to lift the finger and you're going to play this bar chord. But the difficult thing is you don't want it to ring out. When you get to here, when you're adding the percussion, it's difficult to not let this ring out. So what I do is I use mutes again. That's what the first one looks like. I added 2 mutes. They're on this D string. The finger's in the 4th fret, but you're not actually playing it because it's a mute, so it's going to be like this again. You can see that mute, chord, bass note, mute, A bass, and then bass note with the chord. So, okay, so when you get to the C, you can just mute again. It's going to be on the D string again, but this time you're in a different position because it's a C chord. Okay, and another mute. So mute. So bass note, mute, chord, bass note, mute. Now you can either play this D bass like this, or you can use the open string. So it sounds like this with this string. Again, or you can play it like this. You just lift the string up and just play the D string open. And in this thing, it's going to be on the 4th, on the D string. I can even add one after the chord. Okay, so I'll play that slowly. That pattern can be used for the G right here. So bass note. Okay, that part, and then the chord and a mute. And then you go right into the other chord. So then into the C, same pattern. Again. Okay. Now again, you can do this. If you do that, you're going to be on the same string, so it's going to be mute and then an open D right on the same string like this. So it's either that or... Now, from here to turn around back to the G, I do the bass line. Now I add these 2 notes. just to make it sound like there's a chord that's still going, like this. Like that. See, these two notes are in the C major 7th chord, so I'm trying to make it sound like there's still the rhythm of the chord going. It just depends on how you feel about the mutes. If you feel like it's working, or you can play without them. You don't really need them in there. So I'll add the mutes in the tab, but they don't need to be in there because you just play it like this. Or you could add a couple in and not necessarily all, but I'll put them all in the tab. So that's basically the groove. Now, just to add the slap in, it's going to be like that now. So instead of the mute, you can have the slap. So you can put the mute here. It's going to be like that. Bass, note, mute, chord, bass note, mute, chord, bass note, slap, A bass, back in to the G with the chord, so like that. Again. Then the chord with the bass note. You see the chord's going to come in and the slap will come in like this. Right here. Like that. If you can't do that, you don't have to put the slap in, or you can just slap and not play, hear that note. So what I did was try to slap and get the placement so that the string is hitting the thumb tip, not the nail. Like that. And then after the slap, so it's going to be like this for the C. Slap, and then, or if you're, sometimes I think it's better to use the open D because it's clearer. Okay, or slap, or, and then here, play the chord, and then slap on this note, and slap on this E string. Or adding this in. just the C major 7th position. These two strings. You want to keep this chord going like this. That's that part. So I'll play the melody with the 4th finger, and then the chords with these 3. So the last one, that's the melody note, so just do these 3. So see how the chord's going all the time? And here. With D, a slap, it's harder. Slap goes there.